These are the top 8 places to visit in Matsumoto in Nagano Prefecture. So much history, culture, and nature to enjoy in the city of Matsumoto. It was super difficult to narrow down our choices. But this suggestion is based on our actual fun trip to the city. We enjoyed the Samurai Castle, best food in Matsumoto, a retro cafe built in 1868, camping and outdoor, the most sacred shrine in the area, and more. For each of our choice, we'll explain in detail what's so interesting about them and also tell you what you shouldn't miss out when you actually visit them. Without further ado, let's dive into our list. Number 1. Matsumoto Castle. What else? Japan's national treasure is on the top of our list. It is said that as many as 50,000 samurai castles were built throughout Japan, but only 12 remain as original and not been destroyed and or rebuilt. While castles like Osaka Castle and Nagoya Castle are famous and popular, they are modern rebuilt with concrete after the original ones have been destroyed. The largest form of samurai castle is said to be 5 layers and 6 stories. Of the 12 remaining original castles, only 2 have 5 layers and 6 stories. One is Himeji Castle in Kobe, and the other is, you guessed it, Matsumoto Castle. Hence, the government of Japan has designated this castle as one of the national treasures. What is interesting about this castle is that different towers were built in different eras. The main tower was built in 1592, which was during the Sengoku era, in which all the samurais were fighting against one another. This is why the main tower was built as a defensive fortress with equipments like rock-dropping holes and loopholes to stick out guns for the soldiers to fight against opponents who tried to climb up the castle. The other smaller towers were built in 1633, which was during a more peaceful Edo era when all the samurais were unified under the supreme samurai leader, Shogun. This is why these new towers were built for more ceremonial purposes rather than as fortresses. Once you cross a line between two different eras, you will feel the difference. It is a surreal experience to be in a legitimate samurai castle and not just feel the history, but be a part of the history. Number 2. Genghis Khan. Okay, so we're at the Genghis Khan place. So what is Genghis Khan? No, it's not the emperor of Mongolian Empire. It's this food right here. This is the best food in Matsumoto. In 1930s, Nagano Prefecture started breeding and raising sheep for uro. Then at the same time, people in Nagano started eating lamb meat. The best way to eat lamb meat in Japan is Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan is a Japanese dish whereby on a semicircular frying pan, you cook lamb meat and vegetables. Why is it called Genghis Khan? When Tokuzo Komai, a professor at Sapporo Agricultural College, had to come up with a name for this new lamb dish, he named it Genghis Khan to symbolize the rich nature of the vast Mongolian plateau that nurtures sheep and lambs out of respect to Mongolia and to their great hero.
全然臭みがなくて、で、マトン特有の噛み応えもあって、肉の旨味がダイレクトにくる感じでとても美味しいです。
Number 3. Retro Coffee Shop Marumo. If you like coffee, there is no better place in Matsumoto than Coffee Marumo to have a nice cup of brew. Marumo started as a ryokan in 1868. Then in 1956, they renovated a part of the ryokan to make a coffee shop. The shop's interior was designed by the Matsumoto folk crafts artist Sanshiro Ikeda. Hence, all the furnitures inside the shop are Matsumoto folk crafts. The shop's look and feel have never changed for the past 70 years. Number 4. Camping and outdoor. On the way to Matsumoto, it would be very difficult not to notice the beautiful scenery and the richness of nature around the town. So why not spend an evening enjoying it? だいぶいい感じになってますね。
I'm getting drunk.
There are many camping sites around Matsumoto. Shisuien camping site was a nice and inexpensive camping site right by Azusa River. The price was only 510 yen per person, but the low price did not translate into being cheap. The camping site was equipped with a clean bathroom, a sink with water outlets, and a public bath. What did we cook on the barbecue grill? Genghis Khan meat from a local supermarket. Number 5. Nawate Street, aka Frog Street. Metoba River and Nawate Street go side by side. Retro-looking shops from Showa era are the attractions of this street. When you arrive at this street, you will notice the symbols of this street are frogs. The question is, why would frogs be the symbols of a street? Kaeru, which means frog in Japanese, puns with 3 other words. Ikikaeru means to resurrect. 無事帰る means to come back safely, and 美しく帰る means to change beautifully. With that in mind, here's how the story of the frogs in Nawate Street goes. A type of frog called Kajika frog used to live in Metoba River, but as the street developed and the river became contaminated, before anyone knew it, Kajika frogs disappeared. This also coincided with how the street lost its energy and effervescence. In 1972, people enshrined frogs as deities of the town, as symbols of their wish to get clean water and lively town back. Remember the puns? People wished Kajika frogs and the town to resurrect, frogs and tourists to come back safely, and to change the river and the town beautifully. Walking past the Nawate Street will get you to our number 6 choice, Yohashira Shrine. Yohashira Shrine is the most sacred shrine in the area. Yohashira stands for 4 pillars. A pillar is a unit of how the gods are counted in Japanese mythology. Because 4 most important gods in Japanese mythology are enshrined here, the name of this shrine became 4 Pillar Shrines. It is so rare for any shrine in Japan to enshrine so many highest ranked gods that the shrine is believed to make any wish come true for anyone paying a visit. So make sure to think about the wish before you come here.
What did you pray for?
For health and good economy. We also found a pine tree that is believed to be a charm for matchmaking. So our friend Tsuboshi Borazawa, a Sengo, made sure to receive good fortune from the tree. Number 7. Soba Place, Hakusan. Soba is a noodle made from buckwheat flour. Nagano is famous for its tasty soba. The question is, how can you make sure you're getting the best soba? One way is to make sure it is towari soba or 100% soba. Because buckwheat flour is not as sticky as wheat, most soba places add wheat to make it easier to make the noodles. If your soba place says they make towari soba, then you know it's 100% buckwheat. The place we went to, Hakusan, makes towari soba. The other way is to see whether your noodle's thickness is random. As you may be able to see, some noodles are thick and some noodles are thin. This is the proof that these are not factory made, but it's handmade. The handmade soba noodles are supposed to be more fresh and original. Number 8. Italian Gelato. Matsumoto is located in a basin surrounded by tall mountains. Such a place during summer gets really hot. A nice cup of gelato will cool you down. It might be difficult to choose which flavor you want because they have so many you can choose from. But don't worry, you have the option to choose up to 3 flavors. You may choose safe flavors like vanilla milk or green tea, but if you're feeling adventurous, you might choose camembert cheese or asparagus. I hope you liked our recommendations on top places to visit in Matsumoto. If you did, please consider subscribing to our channel so you won't miss our next recommendation. Until next time,